Thanks to Greg at EgoSoft for providing me with the keys to the X4 Tides of Avarice, Cradle of Humanity, and Split Vendetta expansions. My name is Sokka. I've built stations around my homeworld of Argon Prime. I've helped a Boron named Bozo Ta conduct research. I've helped a man named Dalbusta shape the diplomacy of everyone around. I've destroyed the vicious AI known as the Xenon and wiped them from our sectors. And now I find myself in a galaxy far, far away, among people I do not know, and places that I've never seen. I must start again anew in a body that isn't my own, and reclaim my empire, all in the name of finding my way back home. This is X4, the Star Wars roleplay series. All right, Sokka, get it together. Get it together. How do we start this whole thing in the first place? Back in Argon Prime with 10,000 credits in our account and a ship. I think we're going to have to start doing the same thing. Let's get a look at our situation here. First off, who do we know? The Corporate Sector Authority, Mon Calamari Shipyards, and the TAG Corporation are all even Steven. All right, that's who we know. And the question is, did we inhabit someone else's body? Are we them, or are we us? I'm not really sure, but if we are a person who has inhabited this galaxy before, what enemies did they have? Do we have access to their mailbox, however? All right, so it looks like the mail still runs, and we have a helpful message about the factions. Galactic Empire. Oh, those guys can't be good. Imperial Ascendancy, New Republic, Independent Commerce Guild, Corporate Sector Authority, Mandalorian Death Watch. Okay, we need to stay away from those guys. A Note Federation and the Hutt Cartel. All right, so we are a galactic citizen. We'll get a notification on the assessment of our assets. I guess sort of keeping a list of what we own. And as luck would have it, an ICG high-tech trader just came in, and they are noted as -25, the Independent Commerce Guild, and they will try to destroy our property. So any space that is run by the Commerce Guild, we need to stay well away from. And I don't know if that transporter will shoot at us, but I'm going to wait till he goes away before I take my chances. All right. A new mail message. At least the mail still works. What do we got here? An invitation. We found some information on you. You may be interested in some money. Yes. If you're ready to get your hands dirty, come see us. Our guild operates in all major government jurisdictions, but main office is in Mon Gaza. We do offer a variety of targets and unique ships for your needs if you buy the license. Fascinating. So we're in Mon Calamari. Do we know Mon Gaza? But luckily, we don't have to go riding the interstellar highway to see a lot of these systems. My map is pretty filled so far. A lot of big jumps between sectors. Okay. So luckily we have access to the encyclopedia, and Mon Gaza is in the Independent Commerce Guild's space, which are hostile to us. So that might be a little bit of a stretch to get there in one piece. All right, no time like the present. All right, a helmet. All right, let's get in here and see what this lark can do. So far, so good. And is that a builder, I wonder? Yeah, construction vessel.
Neutron Star Builder.
Neutron Star Builder. Okay. Well, it's nice to know that the icons are the same so I don't get confused, but we are a long way from purchasing a station of some sort. Let's see if we... Yes, we have access to a long-range scanner. What is in Mon Calamari here that we can see? All right, our first station, 340 kilometers away. Let's see what travel drive is like. Oh, that sounds beefy. Okay. Whoa, okay. Speeds in this galaxy are much faster than what I am used to, that is for sure. Holy crap on a cracker, we'll be there in no time. The next question, what is my stopping distance? The old Gumption's Gambit needed to stop when they were about 20 kilometers away. So we will go ahead and try such things as these and put on the brakes at 20K and see if we pull up right next to it, or are we going to fly right by? All right, 40K is the sensor range that I'm used to. Oh man. Okay, so this thing stops on a dime. I wonder if we can get some cheeky criminals around this defense platform and start buttering up the corporate sector authority. Oh, we've got missiles. In all of my time in my space travels, I've never used missiles. Now, if we need an influx of cash, that might not be bad to sell those bad boys off and perhaps fit some extra laser turrets on this thing, perhaps? Oh, and there are data leaks. Just like home. Let's see what we've got here. Bozo? All right, we've got the signal. What kind of job do you have? Well, crap. If only we had our security decryption systems from Sokka's Research HQ. Unfortunately, we won't be able to do that one just yet. But nice to know that some folks do still need help in this galaxy, and we are able to provide that. All right, first things first, let's get rid of these proton torpedoes. That's gonna be 114,000 credits for us. And I don't know if we need the flares. We'll keep the flares on board just in case. 2,000 per flare, that's not gonna be a whole lot of money. Now, as far as our weapon systems are concerned, we only have the Krupix launcher available for us in slot 3 and 4. Excuse me, miss, I am new in this sector.
Hello.
And I couldn't help but notice that you're looking for a job. How would you like to fly my ship, if you please? All right, cool. You are now the captain of the Ark.
Thanks for hiring me.
Welcome,
I really
Julie.
Appreciate it.
All right, so now that we have a captain, we are officially flying the SS-01 Hornet, just like time's old. All right, let's get aboard with Julie and have her scout out Mon Calamari some. All right, Julie, head over that way, head over that way. And once we get Mon Calamari sort of looked at here, we may consider getting a small trader. With 150,000 credits, we can get some passive income going up in this piece and maybe find a mission that we can do. And we can hold 4 crew members on this thing, so if we do come across a, hey, I need a ride mission, we can take those as well. And from the Financial Bureau, the total assets cost estimated at 828,000 credits. We are a nameless privateer and not noticed by anyone, and our actions don't matter on the galactic scene. Well, brutal, but true. All right, some mineral miners around, a lot of fighter patrols in this area. It looks like in this galaxy, ships go way faster than what I am used to. But Julie, you are showing habits of some other pilots I know, telling you to go out and you jump out of a travel drive a little bit too early. So we'll get you on your way. All right, we'll be passing the gate to Hakuni in the Z+ direction. All right, so that must be the gate right there. And I haven't seen that design before. Are there, oh man. Star Destroyer? Hold on, Julie.
Can I help?
Julie, external camera, please. What in the gravy is that? Holy crap on a cracker. Kind of reminds me of a rattlesnake? Oh, I miss my rattlesnake. A lot of activity here, thankfully all friendly. And ooh, look at our engines. Okay. So not a bad ship from the outside, but I would not want to cross this group in a dark alley, that is for sure. So far, that defense platform is the only other thing in the system besides the wharf and shipyard. I don't see any factories, which might prove very profitable in the long run if hull parts are a thing. I'm not even sure if hull parts are a thing, but if we could do that and sell hull parts to the shipyard and the wharf, that's some money-making opportunity. Since the corporate sector authority extends this direction, and we should be free and clear, I don't want to head down here to where we found the ICG, the Independent Commerce Guild. I believe they would shoot us on sight if we headed down there. So, looks like Tupukani, or Tupakuni, it is. All right, instead of a gate, it is a jump beacon. All right, Julie. All right, let's see what's on the other side.
Jump completed. Pakuni.
I imagine that is a pretty big miner. And this might as well be Hatikva's choice. This looks very familiar. And of course, an ore refinery right next door. Julie, I'll take it from here. Let's get a scan in. And if this space is much bigger, which I think it is. Okay, we've got an unknown station behind us. Aha, and another unknown station there. And our lockbox is in this universe. That might be something worth checking out as well. I tell you, seeing a sector like this, I'm getting flashbacks from the Xenon invasion that Saka Space 1 currently occupies, or at least I hope Saka Space 1 still currently occupies outside of Hatikva's choice. But a Missile Component Factory 1, let's see if there are any criminals we might be able to take out, or if there's any help we can provide.
Smuggling vessel.
Short range transporter.
Smuggling vessel.
A.
Oh, wow. That was quick. All right, do we have a vacuum? Oh, yes, we do. All right, our first item picked up, a modular trigger. I remember those. Ah, and a data leak right next door. Hopefully this is a pickup mission. I'd like to see some more of the galaxy. And pickup missions might be just the ticket, pun intended.
Thanks for your help.
All right, there is the enemy. And our job is to kill? No, we are not. Especially a Corvette? Nope, not going to happen anytime soon. I am sorry, sir. All right, off to the next station. So we have learned about the Missile Component Factory. Very important for getting ships built, that is for sure. I imagine there might be a hull part factory around. Maybe a graphene station. I'm not sure of the raw materials. Oh, that looks intimidating.
Victory 2 Star Destroyer.
Victory 2 Star Destroyer. Just the name alone sounds intense. Wow. Would you look at that thing? I wonder if we can get away with a cheeky little scan and see what this ship is packing.
Hey, you can't do that.
All right, 163 crew. Let's just take a look at this and see. In a world which we can board, what would we be up against? Wow, 73 Marines. So, ooh, turbo lasers? And I'm not used to the shield layout. I don't know how much shield that actually is. Concussion missiles, 177 concussion missiles. This feels like missiles are going to be a lot more important in this galaxy. I just hope we don't get picked off. That looks like a defense platform, yes indeed. Oh, we can't slide. This thing does not drift.
Unknown station.
But we're still gonna be within range of the station just barely. This poor ship giving it everything we can. A plasma conductor factory. Let's pull up and see if we can help. Ah, data leak. And what I wouldn't give to hear Bozo Ta say assistant. Even though he would pop in at the most inopportune time, I could use an assistant right about now.
I need help. Please, if you can hear this, I need
Let's see if this
I hope you
gentleman
can
needs a
help.
ride. Pick up and fly to. Yes, we will accept that.
Tour bus A.
And a criminal tour bus. Not long for this world. Skadoosh. Wow. So I don't know if it's just the fact that we're... Oh, space fly eggs. So caviar is a thing, and it is illegal, as I'm used to. All right, Julie?
Hello there.
Arc 170.
I don't want to be scanned, so if you please, go ahead and dock at this plasma conductor factory. And remove that order. You can go straight there. Aha, another 500 credits and another one. All right, we're picking up Quint Trigg, who seems to be standing right there on the docking bay. However, I'm going to check in with the trader to see if Spacefly Caviar is something that they wish to purchase, or perhaps this modular trigger. I need to know what to keep and what to dump. So indeed, 25 Spacefly eggs to craft the caviar.
Hello there.
Hello, Jasmine. If you'll show me
Here
your
you go.
wares, please. All right, so we could sell the eggs, but we are not going to do that. There's our repair laser and spacesuit scanner. Oh yeah, we don't have Mark II spacesuit thrusters, and we don't have a bomb launcher for EMPs either, but we can get some piloting seminars. We shall indeed. And she doesn't want the modular trigger. So modifying the ships, yeah, we're going to have to hold on to all of that. So some seminars.
Good luck out
Thank you
there.
so much. We could help out Julie with our seminars. And if she gets up to level 3, we'll be ready to put her on an auto trade, which would be pretty profitable once we start getting a trader up and running. We just need to stay away from the southern areas, that is for sure. You must be Quint?
Hello.
Yeah, please come aboard the Hornet. All right, I'll see you there. Julie, good news.
Can I help?
I have a seminar for you. Nice, 1.5
I help?
stars, and I have another seminar for you. All right, 2.5 stars,
Can I
Julie,
help?
looking good.
Bye.
All right, Quint should be on his way shortly.
I'm aboard your ship and ready to go.
Awesome, sounds good. Dock at the ore refinery. Is that the refinery that we already know? It looks like it is, unfortunately, but easy peasy.
The ship will be undocking soon. Can I help?
Yep, you may proceed. All right, Julie, let's get to that ore refinery. All right, Julie, I just gave you those seminars. Let's see how you navigate these asteroids. Or are you gonna shoot the middle? Oh, you know you could have made that. But I applaud your cautiousness, that is for sure. Safety over showboating, that's what I always say. You know, I've actually never said that. But clear sailing on to the ore refinery. All right, Quint, we are here. Get ready to hop on out.
Great work.
Nice. 36,000, and when we only have 186,000, that's actually quite a large chunk. I was wondering if he was going to leave. What I'll do is, while we're here, let me look and see if there are others that have a job for me. We might be able to pick up another passenger from here and just pad the bank a little bit. Nope, no one new, but we do have a mission offer. Repairs required. A repair data leak, we can do that. An inspector calling, scan a specified station. We can do that as well.
I can count on you.
All right, first of all, let's get to that defense platform. We'll do some simple scanning, get some easy money, and then we'll come back and repair these data leaks up. And 5K? Yeah, 5K looks to be a good breaking point. And that's quite a difference from the 20K that I had to do with Gumption's Gambit, that is for sure. Oh, hello,
Short range transporter
criminal.
A.
But ow. Some more money, some more rep. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get to scanning. Just hugging right along these arms, getting to the central admin station. Yeah, just going back on all of this, it reminds me how much I actually have left behind at home and how much I actually do need to get back. But we're gonna make the most of it while we're here, dream or no. Or is this our life now? I'm not really sure, but an easy 26K.
Thanks for your help.
Another
Civilian
criminal?
ship A.
Requesting permission to dock.
There we go.
Docking permission.
Another shot. And in this container we have high energy catalyst for depressurized Tabana capsule. I wonder if that is a new crafting recipe. We're gonna have to take a look at the crafting bench when we get to the trader. But the data leak is right over here. And we should be able to hop out and repair it just fine. Aha, there it is, right next to that grate. I think we can get in there. Julie,
Hello
keep
there.
the ship
Arc
right here, if you
170.
please. We're going on our first spacewalk. All right, so boosting up. Yeah, we don't have the 30 meters per second that we used to have. We're gonna have to keep that in mind for sure. But we do have our repair laser, so we don't have to worry about accidentally shooting this thing with a hand cannon. And there we go. Nice and easy, another 27K. Oh, we don't have the teleport, do we? Oh, teleport too. Do we? Do we have all research? Oh, thankfully. Julie, did you see that? Yeah. Alright, so lock boxes are definitely a thing, and the first one we come across is a 10 locked lockbox. Luckily, we have one simple cannon that we might be able to blast these locks off with. Alright, I thought that was a lot more destructive. It looked like a bigger explosion. But so far, so good. Alright, last two in the back. Don't blow up on me. Alright, what do we get? AGI processors, hydraulic pumps, high energy catalysts for the depressurized Tabana capsule, algae scrubber, useful scrap, a security bypass system. It's a shame it's not a security decryption system, otherwise we could do a station hack and get some real money. Okay, so they do refine silicon. That is good to know. And this looks like a prime location for silicon mining. So if we do get a miner up and running with a pilot, they should be able to do a simple mining expedition here and sell locally so they don't have to go out of system and get themselves endangered. Hello, criminal. Where did you go? All right, I'm not picking up any data leaks, but there is someone on board this station that has a job. Let's see if it appears in our mission manager. No mission offers, so we are going to have to dock up and speak to that person. All right, we'll go ahead and get up.
Hello.
Julie,
Arc 170.
get us on that refinery, please. All right, Julie, keep the engine running. Let's see if we can find this person in need. Suzanne Hong. Now that's a
Hi.
name I have not heard in a long time. A long time. Oh, the Hong. Hello there, Terrell Otani. Oh, you are an amazing pilot. 60 million? A little too rich for me, but do you have a
You'll
job?
need your wits about you for this.
Deploy a satellite at a target position for 90,000. I think we can do that. I don't think a satellite's going to cost us 90K, so that's a good return on investment. A standard satellite will do.
I knew I could count on you.
All right, sweet. All right, Julie, let's head to the wharf. I need you to purchase a regular old satellite for 3,900. So we're looking at 84 or 86,000 for profit. And it's a shame we didn't have an energy cell production in this sector. They're wanting energy cells pretty bad here in Pakuni. But I'm not seeing the need for ore. So even if we sent a miner here, do they even need ore? It looks like they're packed to the gills. So even a miner here wouldn't do us any good, not really. However, the plasma conductors needs graphene and superfluid coolant. I think graphene was an easy production to get started, but of course, with 238,000 credits, I don't think we'll have enough to buy a plot. Just for shiggles, let me see how much a 4x4x4 plot is. So 64,000, same pricing as Argon Prime. Outstanding. So something to keep in mind for sure. When the local star is out, you can definitely catch the outline of those star destroyers. Oh, tough to see. There we go. Now that would be impressive to own one day. I don't know how many, can it hold fighters? And how big fighters can it hold, I wonder? Just smalls? Maybe mediums? We might take a look at the shipyard while we're in system anyway, and see what is this, the CSA? I'm still getting my bearings. The CSA, do they sell those Star Destroyers at the shipyard, and how much would I be looking at if I wanted to purchase one? So looking at the shipyard, we have the Larges, Neutron Star class builder. Aha, so we've seen those guys around before. The AA9 gas miners. Okay, yeah, we've seen them around. An ore. There's our bulk freighter. Kind of like a hammerhead. Holds 38,000 meters cubed of storage. The neutron freighter holds 58,000. And that's 2.5 million to get started with the large. The T1 hauler. And then as far as our XL ships, the Mon Calamari liner. 18 million. So yes, our carriers. Only 5 small docks and 14 small ships, however. So this thing is meant to take the brunt of it looks like. Although for turrets, there's 5 small turret groups. Now the Reef Home is more of a carrier. It's got 5 small docks and can hold 40 ships. That's what I'm talking about. The M40 light cruiser. Okay, and the torpedo cruiser. Getting that torpedo variety, I see. All right, we should have our satellite now. Let's go ahead and deploy our satellite at the target location right by the jump. Deploy the civilian satellite. All right, Julie, I think you can handle that. Oh, wow. So unfortunately, the Mon Calamari here doesn't have a miner. We've got transporters, light freighters, container storage, all. But we don't have any miners until you get to the large ships. Interesting. And we'll just go ahead and plop our satellite down. Should complete the mission for an 86,000 credit profit.
Great work.
Yes, thank you. +2. +8 reputation, almost on our way to 10. Outstanding. Oh, 55,000 for destroying mines.
You can handle it.
Can I help?
Yep, excuse me, Julie. We are going to try our mine destroying capabilities. And we're going to be on the same assumption that the friend-foe mines don't really come into play until maybe 5K. So we'll stop at about 10K away, get within weapons range, and hopefully not get blasted to smithereens. All right, creeping up on these unknown objects, which are obviously mines, and I'm just waiting for our main cannons to come on. Hopefully the range is long enough to get away from the mines. We're at 3K, 2.5K. I'm used to Gumption's Gambit.
Unknown object.
And how long those turrets could fire. We only needed to be 5K away from the mines, so this 2.5K is a little bit tricksy if you ask me, but hopefully we'll get some splash and other mines will be destroyed when we take care of one. Like that. We have a little bit of gimbal on this cannon, that's what I like to say. There's a few more down. We can't be like so laser focused that we creep in on a mine and not realize that we're actually getting close to another one. So we'll just keep our distance here. Plowing the road here, looking good. 23 out of 30 mines, 24. So only 6 mines left, and I see that one in that upper left. If they're a friend-foe mine, that's going to be the one to come after me. I think not. And 2 mines left at 2.7k apiece, and they're not near the ship. So when they go up, no worries. Outstanding, and that should be it.
R70 Consular.
Thank you, Consular.
Thanks.
Nice, plus 155,000 credits. We're up to 384,000. I would like to get a trading vessel of some kind and let Julie take the reins here. But I kind of want to build up to 1 million or so, and there's still plenty of exploring to do. So this is a new style of mission. I'm used to escorting miners. We will assign targets to you when your targeting computer is free. Engagements against factions that are outside the scope of our mission will be ignored. To complete the mission, ensure that the energy trader Fortitude completes all their trades. New trades that they receive may extend the mission duration. The mission will end early when tag is left with no escort for more than 5 minutes. You will be rewarded for each trade they completed, adjusted by the sector's traverse, amount of times your ships were in escort within 100k, and the enemies that your ships engage. Failure condition is when it fails to complete any trade. So we escort a trader on its mission to go from place to place while it's under attack. And we don't have a resource probe, unfortunately. Maybe we should have got one from the wharf. And it's a good thing I'm not flying because we have those space flags. That's what we need to do. We need to destroy some of these smaller rocks and find some space fly eggs. Make us some caviar, and then that will be our 1 million ready to go. But for now, Julie, I am going to head inside. Feel free and grab a cup of coffee or something yourself. And when we come back, we'll see what other jobs are available, as well as some space fly egg hunting and seeing the greater galaxy, because we have barely scratched the surface. We have made one jump, and there is plenty of Mon Calamari systems and even further systems beyond the MNG, the BHG. So hopefully they are not hostile, and we do have a route to get to them, even though it's kind of circuitous. But just poking around, Telos has a CSA wharf, and that wharf is packing different ships than our Z95 Scout that we currently have. They have a Y-Wing long probe, which has 12,000 hull. However, the station's missing Durasteel. So that could be something that we could focus on later, getting a Durasteel production. Oh wow, the Y-Wing B bomber looks beefy. And they do have miners here, although base price 1.2 million for a medium. We have transports for 1 million, gas collectors for 800,000, Corellian star shuttles for 900. Yeah, so we might need 1.5 million or so to get a medium ship, as I don't believe a small ship. Oh, there is a small solid storage ship for 200,000. So this little guy can do some ore mining, pay for itself over time fairly quickly, I suppose. But that is something that we can consider in the future for sure. So I will park here, see what kind of good trades are available in the trader, and we'll see you next time as we figure out our lives in this galaxy. See you later.